What the heck is this? Looks like a mouse. Or a rat. You can't be a dog. Good Lord Almighty. Better get the mouse trap out. Say goodbye, YouTube. Bye-bye. We're at our garage and testing facility. Let's see what we're rolling out this time. Another fine luxury car, I'm sure. Looks like a Lexus GS350 to me. With the upgraded sport package. A very nice looking machine, especially with this red paint. I stand corrected. It's Matador red. Is that mica? Yeah, whatever. Red to me. And here's our rear view. The base price of a GS runs around 47 grand, but this one was loaded up with more goodies. I won't read off all the F Sport equipment. I'll just show it to you on the screen here. Pardon my shaky hand, but my tripod broke. And here are the options. And the price tag that goes with it. $1,700 for four-wheel steering. Wow. There's your total. The paperwork says these are bi LEDs, whatever that means. We'll take these out in the dark right now and see how they perform, as we always do in our videos. It's dark enough. Let's see how these headlights do. Here we have the low beams on a building 100 feet away. Very bright, but rides a bit low to the ground. Go to high beam. Far better. Now we'll try a longer distance. Here we have the brights on the building 300 feet away. Lots of light here, widespread. Go to low beam. Out to about 200 feet. More than adequate for city driving. And here's what the navigation looks like in the dark, just in case you're curious. Under the hood is a 3.5 liter V6 putting out 311 horsepower. Fuel economy is rated at 19 mpg city, 27 on the highway with 22 overall. That's in rear wheel drive as we have here. All wheel drive is available for those who want it. I don't, and glad I didn't get it. Other engines in the GS line include a base 2 liter turbo putting out 241 horsepower, a 338 horsepower hybrid, and a monster V8 with 467 horsepower. I was supposed to get the 467 horse V8, but some little millennial wrecked it, so they sent this one instead. It's a Lexus, so I'm not complaining. All-wheel drive is great if you live where it snows, but with a temperature of 109 degrees, I don't think we're going to see any snow around here. The engine's hooked to an 8-speed automatic transmission with manual shift override. A button for Eco, Normal, or Sport, Sport Plus mode for better shifting. Or if you want, you have pedal shifters on the steering wheel where they belong, not on the steering column like the Italians do, which is wrong. With pedal shifters on the steering wheel, they're always within reach with your fingers, regardless of the wheel position. On the steering column, you can't reach them when you're turning, which makes them kind of useless, in my opinion, unless you're going in a straight line. Thank you, Lexus, for putting them on the steering wheel where they belong. And occasionally I get hate mail telling me how Ferrari and Lamborghini puts them on the steering column. So what? They belong on the steering wheel. But if you want to send the hate mail, go ahead and send it. I'll read it. We have the menu screen. Also the navigation screen. And to manipulate all that, you have this nice control stick here, which is a big improvement over other Lexus models which use a horrible finger touchpad system. This is far better. Lexus needs to stick with this. We get a very nice gauge cluster. The glove box has lots of room, but only if you take out the super thick owner's manual and toss it in the trunk. Now, that's better. Get a large console in between the seats. We get a real clock that actually works. See what happens when we get a clock like that on an American car. Dies after the warranty goes out. I was glad to see the sun visor slide back and forth to help block out the sun. You'd be surprised at the number of vehicles that have sun visors that do not do this. Not a problem here. The only real complaint I have is a beef I have with a lot of vehicles lately. That's the rocker panels underneath that are way too wide. And outside body work that collects dirt, sand, mud, and gets on your pants because it's on the outside. If you live where you have nasty weather, better keep a rag and some cleaner handy. Get this off or it's going to be on your pants. That's why I'm wearing my gym clothes today. So let's pop the hood, see how much room we have under there. And I forgot I had the carpet in here, so trust me when I tell you there's lots of room. That's enough of the trunk. Let's look at the rest of the vehicle. Okay, first half of the video, show and tell, second half driving and fuel economy figures. So we'll start that right now. The outside temperature is 115 degrees today, and I was thinking how nice it would be to have a remote start. So the air conditioning will be running and be nice and cool when I get inside. Apparently, the Lexus GS doesn't have this feature. If it does, I can't find it. Just have to suffer, I guess. But in place of the remote start, we do get a bulletproof screen. So when Al-Qaeda fires their AK-47s at you, the bullets will bounce off. Alright, I'm just kidding. It's a sunscreen. Helps to block out the sun, obviously. And on a day like this, I need all the help I can get. At least it's cooled off a bit. Dropped to 109 degrees. And we'll cheat by putting it in Sport Plus mode. Now we're moving. A little bit of lag at the front. Excellent brakes. We get bigger brakes on the F Sport package, I'm told. I was averaging 21 miles per gallon in mixed commuting, driving at night when it was cooler. But today in this heat, and with these 0 to 60 runs, here's the figure I'm getting thus far. But we have more MPG tests coming up, so don't go away. Years ago, I had a talk with some Lexus engineers who told me they were going to take their electric power steering and make it feel like the old hydraulic steering with lots of feedback and feel, and they weren't lying. Excellent feel. No complaints with the steering system on this car. If you've driven some of those German cars lately, they've lost all steering feel with their electric steering. You'll definitely appreciate this. By the way, if you want the full 311 horsepower, you're going to fork up money for the premium fuel over standard unleaded. Just the cost of running a Lexus, I guess. If you do a lot of driving on the expressway, this might be the car for you. Smooth, comfortable, and quiet. The only drawback, these larger 19-inch wheels and tires do a bit of rumbling on high speeds and rough pavement, but if you order the Sport package, that's what you get. We just did a short expressway trip, 25 mpg. That's a lot better. Oop, 24.7, pardon me. We're going to reset the mileage computer and do a quick expressway trip, around 25 miles. So let's do it and see what happens. Our trip's over. We're going to pull over and read the computer, see what our fuel economy was. There you go. We're going to reset to 0 and make a return trip. With the heavier traffic, we're going to be running around 55 to 60 miles per hour. So our fuel economy should be a bit better than last time. Well, there you go. I think that's the best we're going to see. Just a note on tire pressures on these larger 19-inch wheels. Lexus recommends 35 pounds of air in the front, 36 in the rear. And so equipped, I found the ride to be a bit stiffer than what I would like. So in a lot of my driving, I reduced the tire pressures down to 31, 32 pounds. Not only that improved the ride, but it really didn't affect handling at all. So I got the best of both worlds. Now, from a liability standpoint, I can't recommend you lower the tire pressures in your Lexus because the factory would get a bit upset. They want their customers to drive the vehicles to their specifications, not mine. So I'm not telling you to lower the tires in your car, I'm just telling you what I did. Take it for what it's worth. And yes, we will be setting the tire pressures back to factory specs before we turn the vehicle back in, just in case you're wondering. So what's my take after 1 week of driving? Well, this is an expensive vehicle, there's no doubt about that. But then again, it's a Lexus, so it will not be falling apart when the warranty goes out. A lot of German cars I'm thinking of that can't say that. If you're looking for an upgraded sedan and not interested in what the Europeans are offering, this Lexus GS might be worth a look for you. Here are some links to other vehicles we've driven. Just click and watch.